FIM E-Xplorer Motorcycling World Cup for 2023. Here's Australian motocross stunt legend and Mad Wheel team boss Robbie Madison to explain more.
So we're at Sardinia, Italy. It's the final round of the FIM E-Xplorer series, so it's an official world championship, and we're partnered up with the Extreme E. It's a great weekend of motorsport action. Both events have male and female competitors, so it's a step forwards for equality, and it's a new way forward. We're on electric vehicles and the way of the future, so we're embracing it. And Team Mad Wheel, we're here fighting for the championship. We're in second place.
Thanks, Robbie. So the format looks like this. Each team's male and female rider competes in turn on the same track in head-to-head races, starting with qualifying into the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and then the decisive final. Best of three each step of the way. The first ever season of this electric all-terrain World Cup is delivered right from the off when it hit the power button in Catalonia back in May. The brand new 8-team field battling in the dirt of the Podium camp near Barcelona, and it was home heroes Jorge Zaragoza and Sandra Gomez who claimed first blood for the Japanese team MIE, beating the all-French Electric Motion Factory team in an electrifying final. British squad PCR taking third place. Round 2 saw our warriors ride in the shadow of Mont Blanc and the Matterhorn in June. The Swiss slopes of Crans, Montana throwing up a very different style track for our electric riders. The Alps took no prisoners. MIE chalked up another win, but the rest of the podium had a different flavour. Second place went to the James Stewart Outfit 7, with Mad Will taking third. For round 3, another dramatic change of scenery. The wet and wild volcanic forest of central France. In Valour-Montagne, the fast improving form of Team Gravity paid off, with the first win of the season grasped by Chiara Fontanesi and Camille Chapelier, beating the fluid rider lineup of Robbie Madison's Mad Wheel team. MIE keeping their championship lead with a fine third place. The final weekend of the season meant an Italian double-header. Sandy Sardinia hosted round 4, which saw the same 3 teams on the podium. A second place this time for MIE continued their overall dominance, but winners Gravity closed the gap, meaning the title fight goes right down to the last race. 25 points for a win, MIE's 15-point lead over Gravity is far from secure. The 2023 FIM E-Xplorer World Cup podium is still wide open, with Mad Wheel, Electric Motion 7 and PCR still in contention to bring home some coveted silverware. Let's hear from our title contenders heading into the final day of the season.
Today is the last round of the championship, here in Sardinia again. I'm feeling really good, confident and happy.
The championship is close for us, yes. It's almost there. So only enjoy it. But anyway, we want to win today.
We have a good advantage in points, so we have to finish at least on top 5. So but the goal is still the same, to try to go for the win.
Yesterday we got the victory, so we still have the same goal for today. Unfortunately, we won 0 points in Spain at the first round, so this is why we can't play for the world title. But anyway, we will give our best like we do every time, and then we will try to get the victory today.
The championship, I don't think we can move forward from the second place. So we just try to, keep that place in the championship and try to win the day.
3 in a row would be nice to finish the season for sure.
Let's have a look at this new 0.6 of a kilometre track then here in Sardinia. Built into the sandy surface of a military training ground in the south of the Italian island. 1 lap per rider, switching between the inside and the outside lane. So both riders come out the start gate at the same time, and it's straight into this long and slippery right-hander and over the first of the concrete rollers. Now these have been changed a little bit since round 4 to make them even more difficult. Expect to see some riders caught out today. Then into this long left-hander and into the first of our big double jumps. You've got to get the landing right and keep the speed up into the next right-hander and the next concrete rollers. And then it's the step on, step off section up onto the container and back, into the right-left section again, and then into the whoops, and we're seeing riders with lots of different combinations through here, so an interesting part of the track, somewhere you can make some time. And then you're on the approach to the big metal FMX ramps, these massive kickers. Some riders actually not fancying them, I don't blame them for that. It's a slower option going around it. And after that, it's into the last chicanes, another set of rollers, and then straight into the finish for the relay changeover, or the checkered flag if it's the second time around. So that's the awesome track, and here's how things break down after the qualifying round robins. 9 teams become an even 8 with Fanatics dropping out. And now these 8 teams go head to head in the quarterfinals. And first up, it's an on-form Gravity up against Flair. Chapelier and Fontanesi versus Field and Saisados. A fall for Flair put them on the back foot in the first race. Can they keep it together for race 2? Well, Gravity already 1-0 up then. If they can win this one, they will go through the semi-finals. Gabriella Saisados trying to stop them. Chiara Fontanesi there on the Gravity team. Remember, they won the last round. And actually, you can see where the track's been watered overnight, fighting for traction. The organisers actually, you can see there, digging some of the dirt away from these concrete rollers as well to make them a little more aggressive, a little more difficult. On the step on, step off, and these two teams, well, neck and neck at the moment. Burying the bikes deep in these. Oh, and a big swap there. Fontanesi safely through there, but Saisados has already gone down once today, looking like she got a big swap on in that whoop section, and she's lost a lot of time there. Still sends that big kicker into these last couple of turns. Now the pressure on the leader. We go on board with Gabriella Saisados, who isn't going to take the win. And out goes from Team Gravity Camille Chapelier. A small advantage then over Jack Field, but we know just how quick Chapelier is. The Frenchman on fine form on these electric bikes. Just winding the power on around that long left-hander. On bike with Jack Field, you can see Chapelier in front of him. On the step on, step off he goes. Seamless riding for Chapelier. Wheelies over the first of those couple of rollers there. No problems in that whoop section, times it up perfectly, hard on the power, scrubs off the freestyle motocross ramp. Jack Field giving chase, but it's in vain. Chapelier already on the last couple of turns, and Gravity book themselves a place in the semis. So who will they face? Quarterfinal 2 will decide that. It's either going to be Mad Will's Jonathan Ross and Sandra Keller, or the 7 pairing of Spencer Wilton and newbie this weekend, Norwegian Metje Fidje. 7 just missed out in race 1. Can they win race 2 to bring it level? So Mad Will taking the first round and looking, don't forget, they're still in with a real chance for second overall in this championship, the Robbie Madison owned team. Tight around that first turn. And it's Keller being chased by Mette Fidje now. Fidje got a day under her belt now on this bike. Sends that big double, only just getting up on top of there though. But these two women covering the ground here. Big advantage at the moment though for Sandra Keller. A lot more time on these electric bikes than the replacement rider brought in for 7, Mette Fidje. But this is good stuff then from Sandra Keller. Coming around already crosses the line. Jonathan Ross goes out now for the Mad Will team. So a good lead. But Spencer Wilton is insanely fast. So what can he do to close down this gap on Jonathan Ross? You can see him there in the yellow kit. Chasing hard on this big, long, fast-flowing track we got here in Italy. Right, Spencer bringing that gap down already. You can see it for yourselves. Keeps it super low on the step on, step off. Jonathan Ross though, super fast through the whoop section. He didn't lose any time there at all. And look at it, the gap about the same. So Jonathan Ross The Swissman doing everything he needs to do here. Spencer Wilton unable to catch him, it looks like. And this is Mad Will booking themselves a place in the semis. Oh, Wilton trying everything, he's not going to get there. It's Mad Will that go through. What a race. Well, that's one semi decided. Quarterfinal 3 is a matchup between Liz Catt's Italian Alex Andre and Britt Neve Holmes against her compatriots Sam Winterburn and Chloe Richardson representing PCR. The first race in this best of 3, and Chloe gets her bike beached on the concrete roller, gifting first blood to Liz Catt. 1-0 to Liz Catt then. Clearly they're liking the track here in Italy. A great day yesterday at round 4. Neve Holmes riding for him already, giving chase to Chloe Richardson, of course, who's ridden the entire series a lot more time on these electric bikes. Chloe coming from petrol motorcycles, actually, from the World of Motorcycle Trials, and dealing beautifully with these big jumps, which will be a little alien to her. Neve Holmes, whoa, good pull on the bars there. Gets the front wheel cleanly. Oh, up onto the step on, step off. Cleanly over that concrete roller as well. And she's keeping Chloe Richardson very honest here. So riders doubling their way through the whoops over the stall wall. Almost level now. And both these riders going around the FMX kicker. I don't blame them for that. A massive jump there if you want it. But it's Richardson out front at the moment. Inside line for PCR on this last turn. Oh, it's neck and neck. The second rider's about to go out. Small advantage to PCR. Sam Winterburn now goes with the number 3 on his back. Look at this. Alex Andres, though, making the most of that inside line on that first turn. The advantage will be Winterburn's on this left-hander, the motocross rider from the UK. And look at these two, neck and neck over the big double. So a real fight here. Who will it be? Ah! Winterburn getting a little bit of bother. And again there. You can't be too aggressive on these electric bikes. It will cost you time. They deliver so much power. You've got to respect it. You've got to find the traction. Andre's doing that perfectly at the front at the moment. Fluid around this track, and he has absolutely torn Winterburn a new one. Winterburn not fancying the big kicker this time. Wow, this is interesting then. And it's Andreas that crosses the line. It's Liz Catt that go to those semi-finals. Time to find out who will take that last semi-final spot against Liz Catt. Will it be the series leaders MIE, or can EM's French pairing of Marine Lemoyne and Christophe Bruand cause an upset? The concrete rollers proving tricky again in race 1, this time for Sandra Gomez. MIE fought back in race 2. It means this one goes to a decider. Well, all on this race 3 then. A rare mistake from Sandra Gomez, getting stuck on a block earlier. Has really let electric motion into this. Remember, MIE are the series leaders. Christophe Bruand, oh! You can see just how early and hard he lifted that front wheel to try and get over that concrete block with a bit more speed. I think he managed it just. But the electric motion team out front at the moment then. Interesting. Can Sandra Gomez at least stay in the hunt enough to give Jorge Zaragoza a go? He'll be going out against Marine Lemoyne, the woman on the electric motion team, but at the moment it's Bruand with all the damage. Feet up, stood up around that right-hander there. On that electric motion bike with the clutch. Huge amount of development goes into that bike. Mark Colomay on hand, actually a World Championship Trials rider, doing a lot of the development. So Marine Lemoyne now, big advantage, and she's going to need every bit of it, because Jorge Zaragoza on the MIE team will be flying, and the MIE's taking a stock motocross bike, removing the petrol engine and putting an electric engine in it so that we know how sorted the chassis is on these bikes. And we know he's got the watts, the horsepower to go with it as well. And Zaragoza is absolutely tearing up this track. Times up the whoop section perfectly. Oh, and he makes history of Marine Lemoyne over the big kicker. She goes around it, a little bit more time lost there again. So it's going to be MIE. They're going to be booking themselves a place in those semis. Here comes Jorge Zaragoza. It's been close between these two riders, but MIE go to the semis. So the last semi-finals of the season have been decided. Flare, 7, PCR and Electric Motion all eliminated. It's Gravity, Madwheel, MIE and Lizcat who go through. And the first semi is between Gravity and Madwheel, and Gravity are looking unstoppable this weekend. A fall for Sandra Keller in race 1, meaning Gravity put another win on the board. So Sandra Keller gifting Gravity round 1. With that crash, he's going to want to put it right here. Up against Chiara Fontanesi. Keller then into the first of the... Oh, down she goes! Keller goes down, hits the deck again! Just gets unbalanced. The dirt had been taken out of the base of those earlier in the day today to make them a little trickier, and Keller has paid the price. It's Gravity, the winner of the last 2 rounds of this E-Xplorer World Cup that go through to the final. So who will join them in the final? Mathematically now, MIE looks set to take the title. Now it's just up to Lizcat to prevent them progressing from semi-final 2. We join the action as MIE have won the first race of the best of 3. Great to see the ever-improving Lizcat in another semi-final. They're going to need to win this round though if they're to make their only final of the year. It won't be easy. Up against the series leaders at MIE. Sandra Gomez, Jorge Zaragoza. Well, look at Zaragoza, you can see him stomping in his ground there, stomping in his start, packing it to get off to a flyer. And Sandra Gomez hands over to him, but it's Alex Andres out front at the moment then for Lizcat on the step off, step on, step off. Gomez not too far behind actually, over the stall wall. Andreas just looking so good and comfortable and fluid around this track. Here comes Gomez then off the big kicker. Whoa. Well, bravely over it, cleanly for her. And already Lizcat out with their second rider, Neve Holmes then. But it's the awesome Jorge Zaragoza who surely, well, look at the gap, she's a full 2 straights ahead here. Can Zaragoza shut her down? The gap coming down already, and that's why. Oh, Neve Holmes has crashed out. So Neve Holmes, the UK rider, has gone down. And MIE are going to be through. A lap of honour for Jorge Zaragoza, laying a big flat one off the super kicker there. So Zaragoza takes it for MIE and they book themselves a place in that final. So before we get to the final, it's time to decide who takes the bronze honours, the 3rd place decider. The small final is between Lizcat and Madwheel, and it's the last chance for improving Lizcat to make the podium this year. The first race was very close, Madwheel taking the win. Then in race 2, racing at home, Italian rider Alex Andres threw it down, furious with himself. No joy for Lizcat, Madwheel win it 2-0, giving them their 4th consecutive podium. And then there were 2. The final is a straight down showdown between the top 2 in the standings. It's Gravity versus MIE. As the first ever season of FIM E-Xplorer has progressed, all the teams have learnt about these electric bikes at every step. Let's remind ourselves of what our finalists are riding. Japanese team MIE using the EMX powertrain from the Netherlands, the same as Flare, a powerful motocross style bike that has a strong and robust chassis. Gravity have 2 different bikes. For Chiara Fontanesi, it's a production mid-size KTM unisex compact bike. Camille Chapelier rides a Stark, the most advanced and powerful bike on the grid. This is it then, the last final of 2023. Gravity on for a hat-trick of wins at the back end of this season against MIE, who have been title contenders since winning the first 2 rounds in Spain and Switzerland. As we join the action, Gravity have 1 race win in this best of 3. So, Gravity already won the first round in this final. They won the last 2 rounds of the World Championship. Well, the team's very much on the up in the latter part of this season. It was MIE though who've already clinched the title, remember, that won the first 2 rounds. Zaragoza out front from at the moment. On the move here. Electrifying riding from him all season long. Loves the wattage of these bikes. He looks so good on them. Being chased down by Chiara Fontanesi. Oh, look at that then. Well, a rare mistake for Zaragoza. And he now lets Fontanesi and Gravity back into the game. Wow. And if Gravity can win this second round, remember, they will win this final. And it will be their 3rd final in a row. So things looking good already for that 2024 World Championship. The bike's getting better, the rider's getting the measure of them, but it's going to be Fontanesi and Team Gravity whose second rider goes out first. Yes! Well, neck and neck really. So here we go then. Camille Chapelier up against Sandra Gomez now. Gomez closest to us. Oh, cleanly over that second concrete roller on the inside into this turn. Chapelier though, we know how quick he can be as well. Interesting, these teams switching the sexes, putting the man against the woman each time. And this is great from Gomez. Really keeping the pressure on Chapelier, who is just, again, so fluid around this track. Through the whoop section he goes now. Oh, the Frenchman doubling out hard on the brakes into the stall wall. He nails that right-hander. No problem, a massive show whip then. Off that final super kicker, he's on his own here, Chapelier, bringing it home for Team Gravity, their 3rd final win in this World Championship in a row. Gravity win in Italy, Chapelier brings it home. It's another amazing performance for the championship winners at MIE, 2nd both days in Italy. So the last final of the season goes the way of Gravity 2-0. Confirmation of the result, a hat-trick for Gravity, winners of round 5 here in Sardinia, MIE in 2nd and Mad Will 3rd.
Racing is racing and one of them crashed, and yeah, maybe Chiara put too much pressure on the other team because she rides good, so yeah, maybe that's why. But yeah, finally we got the win, so it's another victory for the team, for the Gravity team, 3 in a row. We are not champion, but we can say that we have the most victory on this championship this year, so it's really good for us.
Together, we won every time, so it's amazing. I hope we can keep doing the same job maybe for next year. I love to be in the Gravity team. They are so good. It's like a family team, and to be honest, I had a lot of fun these 2 rounds, even in France, and it's something really nice, and we did a great job. Yes.
Stop, Eric praying.
Gravity on the top step of the event podium, celebrating with MIE and Madwill. Second place both days here in Sardinia was enough for MIE to be confirmed as the first ever winners of the FIM E-Xplorer World Cup. Let's hear from the team, starting with Alma Domes from EMX Powertrain.
We are very happy that we won the championships with this beautiful bike and this team, of course, and we do it together as a team with Jorge and Sandra.
I'm feeling super happy because we are the first world champion in the FIM Explorer, and it's an amazing feeling. My first time taking a world championship, and yeah, I'm super happy.
Was super good, no? Winning is always incredible. We rode as we could, and it was really good.
We fight so much in the final, but we make some mistakes and it was not possible to take the win. But second overall was super good. It was good for the points and win the championship. We racing together with Sandra in Mia Racing. That is an amazing team with an amazing people, and racing in a beautiful places like here, like in Spain, in Austria, in all the places where was amazing.
Every race was different, every team was different, different bikes, different riders, different styles, and let's go to the beach, no? And let's go to eat some pizza, some party.
That's it, the first ever season of FIM E-Xplorer is done and dusted, but this is just the beginning. Thanks for joining us on this pioneering electric journey. Keep across all our socials for updates and content, but it's ciao for now, and we'll see you all in 2024 for Season 2.